So this is the 4.3, the worksheet 4.3. For the transformation, when the transformation is by 90 degree, see cosine turn to sine, cotan turn to tan, secant turn to cosecant, sine again turn to cosine, sine turn to cosine, cosine turn to sine. But we need to figure out this is positive or negative, right? I'm gonna do an example here for you. For example, this side is given to you, cosine of pi over 2 minus x. Since the transformation is by 90 degree, I know this the cosine turn to sine, right? I need to figure out is it positive or negative. So pi over 2 minus x for a unit circle. Here is 90 degree. It's pi over 2, right? Minus x means you have to go back. How much? By an angle x. So you just go backward. So you will be here. So every trigonometric ratio here is going to be positive. See the cast rule, CAST. A means all of them is positive. So it's going to be positive here. Make sure this is sine of x. You don't have pi over 2 anymore. Right? I'm going to give you another one like cosine. Cosine of the x plus pi over 2. Again, since the transformation is by 90 degree, so cosine turns to another trig ratio, which is sine. I need to figure out this is positive or negative. Unit circle. Okay. X plus pi over. So pi over 2 is here. Plus means you go forward like that. So you're here. Cosine in this quadrant is what? Positive or negative? Theodore?
Trying to understand.
Yeah, cosine here in this quadrant is positive or negative?
Cosine. So negative.
Negative. So it should be negative here. Do you have any question? You have to ask me right now.
No.
You understand? Or you don't? Theodore?
Yeah.
Are you okay with this?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do another example. So, see, I'm gonna do the first one, give you the time to do the, this one, 2, 3, and 4, okay? I'm gonna do the first one. Cosine of the pi, okay. Sine of pi over 6 is 1 over 2. I wanna use the equivalent trig ratio to prove that cosine pi over 3 is 1 over 2. Since the sine is turning to cosine, you have to do the transformation by pi over 2. What do? You find the difference between pi over 6 and pi over 2. So pi over 2 minus pi over 6. What is it? You just multiply this one by 3. Multiply by 3. So it's going to be 2 pi over 6, which is equal to what? Pi over 3, right?
Yeah.
Now, means pi over 6, I'm going to write it down, make sure you understand it. It's very important that you understand that. So since pi over 2, different color, pi over 2 minus pi over 6, I got that to be what? Pi over 3. If you rearrange it, bring pi over 6 here, pi over 3 here. what do you have? Pi over 6 equal to pi over 2, pi over 2 minus pi over 3. That was given, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to start from that cosine because I want to show this. And instead of the pi over 3, what I put, okay, actually, we don't need to do, we just need this. And instead of the pi over 3, what do I put? Pi over 2 minus pi over 6, right? So since cosine, the transformation is by 90 degrees, the cosine turned to what? Sine. Sine of what? Sine of this angle, pi over 6. Positive or negative? I just make a unit circle. Here, I know is cast rule CAST, right? Pi over 2 minus pi over 6, what is it? Here is pi over 2 minus pi over 6 is there. It's going to be what? Positive here. Everything here is positive. It's going to be positive there. You got it? And since the sine of pi over 6 is 1 over 2, and instead of the sine of pi over 6, I put what? 1 over 2. So then I'm proved that the cosine of pi over minus the cosine of pi over 3 cosine of the pi over 3 is what? Equivalent to 1 over 2. I'm going to just recap quickly. We start from pi over 3. We know the pi over 3 is pi over 2 minus pi over 6, right? And instead of the pi over 3 here, I put pi over 2 minus pi over 6. I put the unit circle. I see this angle is in first quadrant. So I know the transformation by 90 degree turn cosine to sine. Sine of what? Sine of pi over 6. And here in this quadrant is positive. The cosine here is positive. That's why I put positive here. From the, this is given to you, right? This is given. Sine pi over 6 is 1 over 2. So sine pi over 6 is given to 1 over 2. So if you see, I proved that the cosine pi over 3 is equivalent to 1 over 2. This is what we needed to show. Cosine of the pi over 3 is equal to 1 over 2. Do you understand? Good.
Yeah.
So try to do number 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna test you on it, just maybe one of that. Maybe I just test you on the third one and see if look at your understanding. Please do it. I will talk to you.
Okay.